become best friends?
Yup.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yup.
Big part of friendship.
I like you. Do you like me?
I do like you.
You are my friend?
You're a nice young man, and I am your friend.
Shut up, Pete. We're not friends now. I don't need you anymore.
You're my best friend.
Friend requests.
The friend request?
Why you ain't accept my friend request, bro? But you don't want to be my friend.
Will you lead?
I'll lead.
Okay.
I'll lead. Welcome to the Friend Request podcast. I'm your host, Chloe Madron, and today I'm joined by one of my favourite comedians in the country. Oh my God, like ever. The wonderful.
Did you say that?
Becky Lucas.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh, mate, so good. How you doing?
Nice to be. It's funny to be talking before and then have to kind of switch into this.
It
false.
is weird. When I had
Yeah.
Wolfie on, he just ran in, sat down, and he was like, "Don't say anything. Press record."
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I want.
Smart.
It is smart because it does feel like that strange crossover.
Yeah. Like, hey,
Yeah.
oh wow, crazy
Yeah,
to see
now
you
we're
here.
performing. Now we're performing for the audience. It's weird.
Did I tell you much about the premise of the podcast?
Not really.
Cool.
And a better
Sorry.
comedian would have. I've seen the clips. I love the clips.
Okay.
I just haven't watched. I haven't
No,
listened to a whole
that's
episode.
fair. That's
Sorry.
it's so fair. I don't expect that. I was thinking before you came here, I was like, did I explain? I mean, it's all about friendship.
Okay.
And like, you don't need to prep, so that's why I, wouldn't have said anything. But
All
we
right,
do
good.
play sleepover games later. So
Okay.
I hope that's all right.
Awesome.
They're all pretty tame.
Seducing a dad. No.
That's an old favorite actually. We gotta wait till someone's dad comes here though.
Yeah.
Louis' dad is Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
That could be fun.
Yep.
That could be fun.
Happy to seduce your boyfriend. I'm sure that'd go down well. I'm sure that'd help. Your fans would really take to me.
They'd be fine with it, honestly. They have no loyalty.
Oh.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you all about friends and friendship.
Okay.
And get started from. Actually, I want to talk about how we first met
Okay.
and the first time we met, because I don't know if you would remember this, but I think it's probably one of my more awkward interactions. I was not proud of myself. I remember turning to you and just saying, "Hey, I babysat your sisters."
Oh yeah, I do remember
That's
that.
like the first thing.
I don't remember actually. I can't visualize when it happened, but I
No.
do remember receiving that piece of information.
Strange.
It was very strange.
I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. It's
Very,
cool.
very
It's.
odd.
I mean, it's a fantastic little hook because I never
Yeah.
forgot you.
Okay.
It's
okay,
not like she's
that's
been in
good.
my home. She's been around my family. Keep an eye on her.
It's so strange. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. What were they like to look after?
Oh my God, they were amazing.
Really?
It's crazy to see
What
photos
ages
of them.
were they?
I think they were like, what are they, a year or two apart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
two
so
years
they were
apart.
about 10 and 12 or something. Yeah.
Wow. And what
Yeah.
did they do?
They honestly just sorted themselves out. I'd be there, they'd be doing their homework,
Yeah.
and I'd make dinner, and then we'd all watch some TV together.
Who did you like better, Charlotte or Hannah?
No, they were both great. They both
Yeah.
complimented my fairy drawings.
Oh, yeah, they're awesome. I love my sisters. They're so
They're
cute.
so great.
I mean,
And-
I'm like 11 and 14 years older
Yeah.
than them.
Yeah. Okay.
So it was kind of, I have regrets. Like I always say I wasn't young enough to fully like I was too old to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like too young to realize how cute they were, and I would like push them away.
Oh no.
You know, like
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like I was kind of too old to like actually engage and like play as if we were all proper siblings. But then, yeah,
Yeah, that's a weird age gap.
it is a weird age gap.
It would have
where I
been
was
like,
fuck off. Like, whereas I should have, if I was a bit older, I would have been like, oh, they're so, because they were so
Yeah.
cute, and like, yeah, it was funny. I have regrets, but we love each other a lot and hang out now.
Yeah, I'm like that with my sisters. I mean, we were very close in age, but I was really annoying.
Yeah, were you the
And-
youngest?
Kind of. I have a younger stepsister
Okay.
who's only 2 years younger than me, but I had already gotten like youngest brain mentality, and in the hierarchy I was the youngest, so by the time she
Yeah.
came in she was like, oh, we picking on this bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
yeah, I'm in.
Totally.
Yeah, it was
Oh, I love that though.
yeah.
I love kids,
Oh,
because
they're
I was
so
sort of an
stupid.
only child until
Yeah,
they
well, that's
came
what I was
along.
gonna say. That's
So it's
crazy.
like, yeah, the idea of having like other people around and stuff is so cool to me. Like I want to have so
Yeah.
many kids.
Yeah.
I only just started. I'm only pregnant now, and it's
Yeah.
like I just Yeah.
How many more do you want?
I want 3, I reckon.
Okay.
But it's like I better get, cracking.
Yeah. Fuck. That's terrifying
it
to
took a
me.
while to get started. I know, but I just think it'd be so fun to like go on family holidays and have like kids around and stuff.
So
Like I just
cute.
didn't have it.
Yeah. So,
But we'll see. Maybe I'll have this one and be like, ugh, no, never again.
it could happen. Do you think that being an only child in your actual child years made you like a lot of those stereotypes of only children?
What are those stereotypes?
I mean, that
What are
they're
you
really
talking
cool,
about?
that they're awesome.
Really great to hang out
Funny.
with. I could definitely see an only child with 2 parents who are together being really annoying. Mm-hmm. But I think
but you had to split.
because they were split, like I was often at a friend's house for days at a time. I was around families, like
Yeah.
I was having to adapt to situations. I certainly wasn't spoiled, like with my mum. She there was not. I don't feel spoiled, but maybe I was a little precocious. Like I think I've always been around the adults and stuff, so felt like I had a seat at the table all the time. Like I've never really understood why. I've never understood authority or something. Like, so I'm like, I'm allowed to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
And I should be heard. And
Yeah.
so maybe I am.
That's
That
pretty
is
cool.
kind of a stereotype of kids.
It's a stereotype, but also that makes for, I think, interesting children who generally turn into interesting adults who can hold their own. So
maybe. Well, yeah. I didn't feel. I never felt like a spoiled only child, but I guess I was in some ways.
Yeah, we all have our ways of being spoiled. I was spoiled for being the youngest, you know.
Yeah. That's
in
true,
ways.
the baby.
Yeah.
Cute.
So cute. Was it lonely?
Yeah, but I never felt that lonely. I've always been really happy being alone and like never really got bored. I like hyper focused on stuff. Always had a lot of hobbies and just little things I was interested in. I was interested. I always say like my 3 interests when I was a kid was the Titanic, gemstones, and the Holocaust.
Okay.
Which I actually think I think other people have that. Did any of those interest you? Or?
I liked the movie The Titanic. I don't know much about it. Holocaust, definitely very fascinating.
Yeah.
Again, mainly because of movies.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a hobby. Don't say it's a hobby. Looking
Yeah, not
into it,
exactly.
do my own.
No.
No, none of that. But yeah, I loved like Michael Jackson and like I just had whole worlds. Like I could really always from a little kid, like small age, just have a world that I could escape to. And
Yeah.
I don't think I was that lonely. I had lots of friends and stuff too.
Yeah,
I had
okay.
neighbors around. Like I grew up in a very suburban place where I could walk to someone's house. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
There's another kid that's your age. You're
Yeah.
like, all right. Hello.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Yeah.
Did you have pretty close friendships in school? Like I'm a fan of your podcast and I listen to a lot of your content. You're still
you.
friends with high school friends,
I
right?
am.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very good friends with high school friends.
so impressive.
It
Most people
is.
aren't.
Yes, and I think that's pretty normal. Like I think it's pretty normal to outgrow. But I was
Yeah.
just lucky. Yeah, I had like just a couple that and one in
Yeah.
particular that she's awesome. Like
That's so good.
yeah, no need to find a new one.
Yeah. I mean, my sister's like that. Her whole group of friends are from primary school and high school.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. I'm like, oh my God, that's my dream. I think that's why I have
Yeah.
any friendship envy is because of her, always looking up to her, being like, oh my God, you've just got this close group of,
Totally. But it's luck. Like, you know, how some
yeah.
years were good.
Yeah.
Like, they're always like the grade 11 sock. You know, or like, they're
Yeah.
like, how cool are the grade 10s? Like,
Yeah.
some years were better than others.
Oh, totally. Because I went to the same school as her for a couple of
Yeah.
years. I did then change, but even I was self-aware at the time, knowing that my grade sucks. The year above me is
Yes.
shit, but hers is the best.
Yes. It's weird, isn't it?
It's so weird.
I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, just it's bound to happen that the best people have kids.
Yeah.
It just happens to align.
Yeah, and global events and things
Yeah.
happen so that certain people, it's like the coincidences of horoscopes and stuff. It's
Yes,
like, yeah, okay,
exactly.
maybe have similarities because when you're born at this time, you experience life in a certain way.
Yes, agreed.
Mm,
So you
cute.
had a shit year. So that's huge. Like, I wouldn't take it as a personal failing on your behalf.
Well, no, I mean, I've never actually thought about it like this, but now I
Sorry. It's not.
It's
So
actually
don't
not even your
think that
fault.
way.
No, but I've never put this together. Most of my friends are at least a couple of years older than me now.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, maybe 94 just made a bunch of bad
Yeah.
babies.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You should do a study.
I should. Yeah.
Did you have any friends in high school?
Yeah.
Sorry if you've gone over this.
No, I had Ben Lee come by to record.
Weirdly I ran into him at the pub.
Yeah,
and
he
he was on his
told
way.
me.
Yeah.
And he got here and he was a bit drunk and he's like, so what, did you have no friends? I was like, no, I had them. I had friends. I just thought this was a good concept. Jesus.
Yeah.
I had friends, but the thing is, I did have a lot of dramas in high school, in primary school,
It's
kind of.
because you've got big boobs.
Is that it?
Honestly, like big boobs attract drama.
No, I'm gonna chop them off anyway.
Don't you dare.
I'm gonna
Don't
chop
you
them
dare.
off.
I
Nah,
always take
fuck
that as
it.
a personal slight. I have no
What?
boobs. I have no boobs, and like I would kill
Oh my
to have
god.
boobs and the drama that follows them.
But the thing with the boobs is you can't, oh, it's so annoying. You can't wear anything big because then you look, it's like a tent and you can't wear, I sound like a fuckhead explaining this.
Sucks to have big boobs.
Oh
Whatever.
my God.
They're awesome.
Whatever. Okay. All right. I won't chop them off just for you.
Please don't.
Jacob's going to be so happy. He's going to send you a fruit basket.
Awesome.
I think, I mean, maybe it's the boobs. I think also being bisexual and like coming out in high school and then girls being like, yuck, don't hit on me. That sort of shit.
Did you come out in high school by choice?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was,
were you inspired by a celebrity? Or-
No. I
Really?
mean, my mum was openly bi.
Okay, your mum was bi.
Yeah.
That's
Is still bi.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
One thing to have a gay mum, like that feels very, very normal. But it isn't. I guess like
I'm
to
just
have
saying,
had that conversation where she's like, I love dick and pussy.
yeah, it's just basically saying my mum's a slut.
Yeah. I guess like was she in relationships with?
She would date some women. She's mostly like more long-term dated men. Same.
So your parents were divorced, obviously.
Yes, from quite a young age. I had 3 divorces in the
What?
whole childhood. Yeah, I got ex-step parents, new step
What?
parents. It's nuts.
Was one of them a woman with your mum?
No. All long-term stuff was with men.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, I think that like I knew that it was cool to be
Right.
open.
Yeah, you just grew up seeing it.
It was normal.
Yeah.
And I left my like weird, very bogan, not a great area, public school and went to a school of arts.
Okay.
And so when I got there, I
What
came
school?
out. It's called Quacky. It's the
Quacky?
Queensland Academy for Creative Industries.
Oh wow, I've never heard of it.
It was only, I think,
I'm from Queensland.
yeah.
That's not just me being like, I've never heard of it.
it was only created, I think, 4 years before I went there. So it was very
Ah.
new. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it in like Kelvin Grove? Okay, maybe I have heard of it. And there's chickens?
there might be now. They weren't when I was there.
Oh.
Fuck.
No, they would have been because I think I was thinking of something else.
Kelvin
But Kelvin Grove
Grove.
is where all those arty
Yeah,
schools are.
yeah, and their state school there also was
Yes.
pretty artsy.
Yeah,
so
and they had chickens. I
that
think
would make sense. Yeah, Kate Miller-Heidke's dad was the principal there.
Oh wow,
I remember that. That was pretty cool.
Interesting.
Pretty cool. But
Wow, you had 3 divorces.
Yeah, 3
Who was your
divorces.
favorite, or like what was the hardest one? I mean, obviously with the biological dad.
no, I was
No.
3 when that
Oh,
happened.
okay.
So I mean, I was confused by it. I remember
Yeah.
that and crying because I thought they were gonna die.
Yeah,
But then they were like, "No, we're just splitting up." I was like, "Oh, that's cool. That's fine."
you remember that from 3?
I think
Well,
I
you
remember
think you
that.
did, yeah, okay.
I don't know. Memories of memories. But I think it was probably the last one because it was just like again. And then the last
Yeah.
one, I remember like I was 14 or 15. And my dad came in and I was like, No, not again.
Wait, your dad came back.
No. Dad was like, I was still. No, sorry.
That's a lot.
I know. I need
a
to
diagram.
draw a map.
That should be the podcast.
Yeah, just my gigantic family
That's
with 6
insane.
parents.
That's really funny. I mean, it's not funny, but it's like I've never heard of anything like this before.
It's something.
Sorry if this is do people
No,
always,
I
do you
haven't
always
gotten
get
into
onto
it
this?
too much.
I draw it out of people. Like, my parents were divorced. Let's talk about it.
I like the divorce chat.
Yeah. Wait, so you're okay. Give me a bit of an explanation. So your mum and dad break up.
Mum and dad break up.
She gets a new partner.
Yes, for like almost 10 years.
Oh my god.
And
Did you
then-
like him?
Love him still.
Him. Oh,
Yeah.
you still keep in contact?
Yeah,
Well, that's really
yeah.
nice.
But he's the only one who's not really in the gang still.
Okay.
Yeah. Dad, new partner who came along with my little sister.
Okay.
They were together for about 12, 11 years or something.
Okay.
Awesome. Love her.
Uh-huh.
They split. Mum and
Right.
her ex split. Mum remarried. Dad remarried to their now spouses.
Okay, and that's stable.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
yes.
so you're saying so you had the one and then the two, and now they've
New
got,
ones. Yeah.
And that,
Yeah.
for how long? Like another
Well,
10 years or?
Dad, yeah, I think Dad's been there almost 10 years, him and his wife. And that is
Wow.
the stepmom who's friends with your stepmom,
Oh, what's her name? You don't want to say.
Meg. I mean,
I might not know. My
might
stepmom's
not
got a
know.
lot of friends.
yeah, she seems like very popular.
Yeah, she is.
But I don't know if I can say this on the podcast. I'll check with Mum before I edit it.
Okay.
But her and my stepdad, they are still married.
Okay.
They are still best friends. They have separate rooms. They date other people. They're no longer romantically together.
What?
Yeah.
And now, do you call him your stepdad? Even though what age were you when they got together?
I was 13 or so
okay.
when they got together.
Okay.
So
Yeah. I
Yeah.
guess that's-
He was there for still a lot of the
Yeah,
childhood.
okay.
But my newest stepmom, I think I was 18 when she
Oh,
came
yeah,
into
so
the
that's
picture,
not
so-
stepmom,
No, I mean, I call her that now.
But it
'cause
is
it's-
technically, but it's like there's something about it. It's like if my mum got a boyfriend now, I wouldn't call him my stepdad.
No,
don't think
totally.
so.
But she has kids as well, and they're the family, so it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
And did your mum with the new partner have more kids or
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
no, my mom didn't even want to have any kids. We've gotten so into my life.
Okay,
I feel
sorry.
terrible.
No, it's just interesting. It's a really big family.
Yeah.
And is there animosity?
Only between my mum and her second partner.
Okay.
But he's actually like one of my dad's best friends.
And are they still friends?
Yeah.
They
Like,
met
best
after?
friends. No, before.
Before?
They were friends when my dad and mum were together.
What? Mm-hmm. And they're all, and is your mum friends with your dad?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we have like holidays together. Everyone's invited except for the ex stepdad.
This is crazy. And you are bad at friendships? This is like, you should be friends with everyone.
I mean, I'm friends with all of them. I think maybe I've
you're
been weird
done.
about it because I've got my whole family.
Totally.
So many siblings, so much
It's
family.
so fun.
It is. And I do feel so lucky to have that box kind of checked. I'm like, some people, like I got to grow up with sisters and a brother, and that's awesome. I'm very
Yes.
lucky. But what I was getting to before about making it weird was just because like when I was like, hey, I like girls, then people were like, well, I think I was just too horny of a teenager.
Yeah.
That's why I had weird times.
It can be hard. Like, I guess I do, like, there is always that girl at school who's hornier than everyone else. And, like, it's so normal and fine, and everyone is horny, but there's something about, like, the overtness, which you were probably just very comfortable being yourself because you had this big family and everyone was kind of doing what they wanted. And,
Yeah.
you
Maybe.
know, and, like, you just got to school and were like, yeah, let's like be ourselves. But I do remember being like, oh my god, that girl's so horny. Like, you can't be that horny.
Yeah. You're like, she's a slut.
It must just be some biological thing. Like, this slut's gonna ruin the pack. Like what do they? I don't know. I forget. Baby brain. But yeah, it must just be some weird, or like you're taught to repress it. So then when you're seeing someone else do it, it feels confronting.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. It's like all issues with people communicating and interacting together. It's usually projecting.
Totally. It's more about them.
Yeah, I like to think so.
So, okay, so you had drama, but you did have some friends. and,
Yeah.
like, but there was just a bit of like, do you know what she did at the party? And
Yeah. Not even that. Not even that.
Right.
More just like the closest friends, you know, my best friend in high school. We also would smooch and hook up,
okay.
and then she had a boyfriend, and then I was like heartbroken, and so there was all
were
this
you
like,
really emo?
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. What are you talking
Oh my
about?
God. I so know who you were. It's got so funny.
It's awful.
No, it's cute.
You want to know this? I had dreads at 16.
Did you? Dreads?
Only for like a few months.
pick
I went
that.
to no, yeah, so yeah,
Whoa.
throw a spanner in there.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I'm coming out ahead of it. If anything gets out, people need to know
it's
this.
fine. I'm always like, if someone had dreads, that's like their own personal hell. Leave them alone.
And
Dreads are
extensions in.
awful. Like, they sting.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
I took them out because I got nits.
Oh,
I know.
God.
I know.
I had a friend who had dreads and like when we were 16 or something. And she slept on my couch one night and it stunk.
Oh my God,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the next week or so, the couch stunk of her dreads. It was awful.
That's awful.
yeah,
It's so gross.
It's really bad.
Ugh. So I get a vibe that maybe you were a bit of a ringleader
No.
in your friendships. No?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Okay, that's what a ringleader would say.
Well, I mean, I so wasn't like popular.
Okay.
But I was popular in my friends. Like, if I was friends with you, it's like, yeah, people liked me and stuff.
Yeah.
But like at school, I wasn't. I was, I guess, in the popular group, but I was never like fully dominating.
Okay,
You know, I
okay.
was kind of like, I was middling.
Yeah.
I was a strong middler.
That's smart though. That's a good
I
place
was
to be.
a strong middler, and I had genuinely good friendships
Yeah, okay.
where like I would say, yeah, I was popular in the right way, like where we all really liked each other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wasn't vying for like a big position.
Yeah.
And I also was friends with lots of different people. Like I always had a good time in class and stuff. Like
That's good.
yeah, like I still got sent out for giggling in like year 12 and stuff. Because I had different, like, depending on what class I was in.
Yeah.
I would just have different friends depending on that. Like I wasn't, some people in the popular group would like have to find their, like whatever class they're in, they had like their equivalent. Like I can only talk and be seen in this class with
okay.
these people who I know to be popular.
Yeah.
Whereas like I was like hanging out with all the freaks and stuff and like really having a good time.
Good.
I had a good time. Yeah.
That's so good.
But I guess I was a social climber.
Okay.
I can't deny. If I'm being honest, it's like I remember some girl said I was a social climber.
Oh my God.
And I was like, no, I'm not. And then I really ruminated on it and I guess I was like I like to be liked and I like to be, but I never wanted to be liked by the popular person for no reason. It's like I wanted to be seen by people that I thought were good, which I think we all kind of do.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Like you think you deserve to be, yeah.
Well, it adds to your like self-worth if you think that
Yeah.
they're cool and then they think you're cool. You're like, well, they're pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah,
I
but I
can't
wasn't
believe-
in a bad way. I wasn't like manipulative or
Okay.
conniving, but I cared
Yeah.
how I seemed to people. for
Okay. Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Do you think that the social climbing took its way outside of high school as well? And it also, is it more of like just you see someone that you want to get to know and you just go for it? Or you see the value in them?
Yeah. It's not that I see the value. I really do just think I want the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
Like I just am like, they seem awesome, and like I have some kind of, even though I have low self-esteem, I guess I do have some inbuilt arrogance or whatever, where I'm like, give me like, if you just got to know me, you'd also like me. It's so embarrassing, but yeah, I do like, I just always want to be around the fun and like yeah, people I think are good.
That's fair.
But I guess that is what a social climber is. So that is my like weakness for sure.
I think that's pretty normal. I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
a social climber too.
I think everyone kind of is.
Well, that's
like,
it.
Yeah, you just want. But I'm not. I don't think I'm like. I think I've pretty much secured my friendships.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm really grateful for all of that.
That's good.
I don't have it in me anymore.
It gets to a point where you also just don't want to go out that much.
Yes.
I do. I try, you know, even just going to gigs and seeing people that you don't know. I try to make an effort, but sometimes I'll just be in a mood and I'm like, I just only want to talk to someone who knows me and can expect me.
Yes.
I don't want to go and be like any tiny bit of a mask up.
Yeah, but that's good.
Yeah. It's
Like
good.
I used to be exhausted in comedy when I started, trying to be like and like have a little quip and you know, like try and win everyone over. I think it's good if you're already just a bit like I'm just gonna be me and like it's relaxing.
I don't know.
I think I burnt out.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I get burnt out, but it's not that I'm like that all the time. It's just that sometimes when I'm in a mood, I'm like, no, I'm just not even going to bother. But
see,
other
I've
times-
never had the confidence to be like I'm in a mood.
Yeah.
I think I do now, but my whole life, like especially if you are an only child and divorced parents, it's like you feel the pressure to like bring it.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, I was always like, I've got to make everything fun and normal and good.
Yeah.
and
Make everyone happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck.
So, like, being in a mood, because I have a really close friend who she was like known for her moods. And I remember in high school being always like, how can you be in a mood?
Oh my
And,
God.
and let everyone know and like just think that they'll come back. Like
Yeah.
I remember thinking that is so crazy that you could just act like this and be in a mood and we all will come back, but I could just never do that.
Yeah.
I could never, you know.
Fuck.
Whereas I am a bit more like that now. But
That's
that's come with
good.
like being loved properly and
Well, yeah.
having good friendships.
Not
and-
having the fear that you're going to lose
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I know.
Oh, I think I tested that pretty early. I was a shit of a kid.
Oh, really?
Just angry.
angry.
Angry about
Who were your
the
favorite
world.
bands? Like Evanescence or no?
I loved Evanescence, yeah. But I did musical theatre and stuff.
Oh,
so
right.
I was, I liked it all.
Did that keep you on the straight and narrow a bit?
How so?
Like,
from
did you get
doing-
really drunk at high school parties?
yeah, of
oh,
course.
you did. Okay. Well, you
No,
never
no,
know. You never know.
No, I think I've melted my brain way too young.
I
It's
know.
very sad.
Same.
Oh no.
And then what about, are you still friends with your friend that you were on and off relationship
Oh yeah,
with?
actually
Oh,
she
so you do have a
DM'd
good
me
friend.
yesterday, but we're not, catching up. But although she used to come to some comedy shows I ran in
Oh, that's
Brisbane,
nice.
and yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah.
We're just not like that, and
Yeah.
I think I saw my sister's group, who were just so
Yes.
fucking close.
It
Like,
is cool.
It's so cool. Her best friend's like family to us, you know.
Oh.
It's so great, and that's what I wanted. And I have people that I've been really close with, best friends for years, but it kind of just peters out, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Always had a boyfriend or a girlfriend?
Not all too much.
No, me too. I always have boyfriends.
Yeah, I think I've most of my adult life I've been like, I don't want a boyfriend. I love
Yeah.
being single, but then also always getting into
Yeah.
a relationship. Yeah.
It's fine. Whatever. It's fine. Like, I don't have time to like stop and think about that. It's fine.
Okay,
Fun,
good.
they're your best friend.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's so good. Is your partner your best friend?
You know what? I love him so much. I probably wouldn't say. I think he's probably the first partner where it's like we're obviously by virtue of living together and
Yeah,
like,
of course.
they are like that's who I would go to if anything. Yeah, they are sort of your first port of call. So I guess in that way he is my best friend, but less so than. Kind of less so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Maybe none of my boyfriends have been my best friend.
Okay.
Weirdly.
Yeah.
Like they're certainly close with them and stuff, but yeah, no.
Having the consistency of such old friends as well probably would keep them out of that box a little.
I think so.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
That's
But
good.
he's cool. I feel very comfortable with him.
That's good.
Yeah.
I wonder if when your baby comes, if he'll be your best friend.
The baby.
People say that. They're like, he's my best friend. So he can't talk.
I know. I don't know about that. I hope we're friends.
Yeah.
Like, not in a weird mum-daughter way. Sorry, mum-son way.
What do I?
Where mums try and like make their son their best friend. But I certainly hope there's some element of friendship for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's exciting. It's cool. It's crazy that I really do think so many kids are just kind of born with their personality. Mm-hmm. Like, obviously it's nurture and stuff as well.
But a lot of it.
Some of them just really come out really like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell.
Yeah. I reckon people come out like that, and then the nurture is just the insecurities and the fears that they get on top of their personality.
Yeah.
But there's still that personality that started,
Yes,
right?
totally. I mean, maybe newborn, you can't really tell, but a little bit. There's an energy. I reckon they're born with an energy that comes out. So I'm excited to see what that is.
Yeah, cute.
It is cute.
Are you at all, I don't know if you would have even thought of this, but do you think that the expectation of your friends will differ, like increase or decrease when you have a baby?
From them?
Yeah.
Sorry, or my expectations of
what
them?
you expect of them, yeah.
No, I don't expect anything.
That's awesome.
Because I've never been, I guess, I've only got a few close friends that have had kids. But I've never known what to do. Like, I've never known what a new mum needs or whatever. I think it's something you have to go through, and then you'll be like, oh my God, I can't believe what I didn't offer to my friends. It's so awful. But I've got a few friends now who are also pregnant at the same time. And
cool.
So I'm like, I think I'll lean on them.
Yeah.
And like be able to, like, you just have to, I think that's the worst thing in friendships is just not knowing what people can give you. Like, you have to just know what they can give you.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I think that's
just
very
like,
helpful.
Don't set like too many expectations. on
Totally.
people. And I never do. Like, I never expect that much from people. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's a bit of emotional expectation maybe. Like, I think I've been in the past, maybe a friend has acted, I don't know, like maybe hasn't been able to be there for me with something, but even then I'm like, oh, that's just, they just can't. Like, it's not that they don't like me or whatever, it's just that they're not able to go there or something.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so zen.
yeah. Well, it's just better than like freaking out and being
Totally.
like, you weren't there for me.
Totally.
Like, that's just
awful.
like, yeah. And I'm not like, I know I've been like absent or kind of shitty sometimes, but so I just try not to have too many expectations on people.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you think that did you have that realization or knowledge early, or has it just come with time?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
fair.
sorry.
No, that's okay.
Everything I learn, I'm like, it just is osmosis. I'm not
Yeah.
like, I've learned that lesson.
Yeah.
But some things
Yeah.
are.
You're like, I've always known this.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I only ask because I'm wondering if I'm like a slow developer. I look at some adults that I know, like knew when I was a child, or people far older than me, and they're way behind. So I think I'm way ahead of the curve. But then I think, man, it took me till like what 23 to learn that, like to
Yeah.
not expect things of friends. Or to just
Yeah.
lower expectations or have no expectations in general.
Totally.
Took a minute.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's hard. And some people you can expect stuff. That's like really exciting and nice too. Like, I've got some friends and it's like I can expect something from them.
Yeah.
And like they prove that they have that ability, and it's
Yeah.
really nice. And
Yeah.
then it makes you want to do that as well. And but yeah, to never be too hurt when
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah.
It's probably also all about like being secure in yourself and
Yeah,
getting
which I
everything
wasn't
from
for
yourself.
a long time. But and
Yeah.
also like I think I always I just wanted to fix things myself as a kid. Like
Okay.
I never felt like I could really rely, like I never went to my parents if there was an issue or whatever. I was just always like, I can fix this myself.
Oh.
Like, I don't often, even though it's been so nice lately to share a problem or whatever with a friend, I often am like, I'll just figure it out in my head by myself.
Yeah. Did that ever, like, when you were a kid, was this practical things? Would you, like, break the stove or something and then you're trying to get the toolbox out? Or
Kind of. Like, yeah, just always feeling like it was on me to, like,
Yeah.
figure it out.
Oh, man.
Not that I'm even good at figuring things out. It would imply I'm good, but I'm not. I'll just, like, be by myself being like, okay, how can I mentally adjust for this?
That sounds like a very prepared way to live, but also like it's nice to lean on people.
Totally. It's so nice.
So now, you know, you're a very successful entertainer. Incredible.
I'm okay.
You've done a lot of collabs with with
Yes.
friends.
Uh-huh.
I spoke to Cam about this on his episode about
Okay.
the whole start of your friendship.
Yeah.
Because it was fascinating to me.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't know it till he explained it.
I kind of, like, we've sort of talked about the start of it, but I kind of forget. Like, I actually can't remember when we first met. Did you remember?
He couldn't remember. I think he said that you had met at a gig, but you basically started interacting on Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Which is so cute and funny, but also insane way to start a friendship.
I know. And if you said that to me about someone else, I'd be like, oh, people who meet on Twitter. But we did, like, have fun. It was just like a fun, like, my first sort of riffing partner.
Yeah.
In that way. And then, I mean, we've had a great friendship.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's, like, grown over many years, and I guess it did start on Twitter.
It's just, and after that, you know, just having so much content together.
Yeah.
It's quite a public friendship.
It is.
Like, that's just, it's cool as hell. It's very unique, but it's also baffling. And I did ask him about it. He said that eventually you guys had to put some boundaries in place just to be like, it's okay to do some things on our own.
Oh yeah, totally. I think that's the best thing is, like, a friend of mine, actually, this isn't my thought, but she was saying, like, the most important part of having a good friendship is, like, not being scared of the other person growing. Mm-hmm. And it can be really confronting when someone wants to do something else, or you see them explore a part of themselves that you weren't, like, a part of.
Yeah.
And I can feel that in me sometimes with friends, or, like, when I was younger, like, with friends and being, like, threatened by it. Mm-hmm. And then it's so nice when you aren't threatened by it. Like, you just support them and love them through it. And it's like, it's cool. Like, we're all allowed. It's like, having, again, it's about security. Like, you have to be secure in that, like, they still like you and you still have something, but they're allowed to live.
Yeah. That is very big of you.
Yes.
I
allowed Cam to live, and that's why we remain friends.
Wow.
Yeah. No, but it's nice, like, because we do collaborate so easily and in such a fun way. But yeah, we get to do our own things, and that's also good.
Yeah,
and important.
Totally. That is a thing I saw on TikTok, I think, recently, where someone was like, everyone talks about your friends being there for you when you're down, but how about the friends that are there for you when you're winning?
Yeah.
And it hit me hard. I was like, that is the fucking coolest.
Yeah.
That is really nice.
Totally. Yeah, some people love it when things aren't going well for you.
Yeah.
They're like, tell me more.
Yeah. And you gotta clock that quick.
Yeah.
Because it's not good.
Yeah.
I have just a couple of friends. I thought, I don't know, we are very close. And again, learning to let go and have no expectations. But none of them have said anything about my podcast, and I'm so proud of it. And I messaged Jacob literally today being like, you know, none of these guys have said anything about my podcast.
Comedy friends?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's like,
maybe, have you invited them on?
no, they don't live here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they're Brisbane people.
Yeah.
Brisbane comedians.
If you want to know, sign up to the Patreon.
Oh, wow.
No, I won't dish. But
That's interesting.
it
Do
was
you keep in touch
interesting.
about other stuff?
we do. I mean, the group chats fizzled a lot because I think
Right.
they've had their own beefs up in Brisbane, which is...
It is hard for people, you know, you move to Sydney and
Oh, totally.
you're probably, you know, it's just...
They always stay here when they're in town, though. So now
really?
they're gonna know that I'm talking. They're not listening. Who am I kidding?
They might be. If they're not talking about it, they're listening.
All right, fuck them. No, but it's definitely fizzled a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's just definitely it's a cool point in friendships. I think it's a good note that,
Yeah. But again, it comes back to like, it's more about them. They're just, it just freaks them out. Like, should I be doing that? Like, should I move to Sydney? Like, apparently, you can live in Brisbane and still do it. It's fine. But like, should I have? Like, it just brings up stuff like that.
I think it's the pink. It scared them off.
Yeah.
But one last question before we move on to our sleepover games.
Okay.
Is working, I think it's different when it comes to podcasts and shows together, but I know you've done on-screen stuff with people that are friends. How do you find working with friends when, someone might be in charge?
I love working with friends.
Yeah.
And I don't care if they're in charge.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's like I just become so giggly. It's like being back at school.
Yeah.
Like I just love it. I have so much fun. Like I'm just always laughing. If I can do anything, like I hate being in an environment with no friends.
Yeah.
And no one to cling to. Like I just love, I love it anytime I get to do that. It's so good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I don't mind if they're in charge.
Yeah.
I don't think. I'm trying to think.
If anyone yelled at you, it was
like,
oh.
No, I mean, I guess sometimes like, it's so weird with creativity because you sometimes you own the idea but then other people come in and then it becomes everyone's idea, but everyone has feelings about who
well, that's where I can
started
imagine it can get messy.
Yeah, but not really. Like that, nothing too bad has happened in that.
That's good.
That I can really think of.
That's good.
You've always got to, you've got to be confident that you'll have more ideas.
Yeah.
Don't cling on.
Yeah.
For the good of the group, and that nothing's ever truly yours either.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would love to do more stuff with friends.
Yeah.
I'm always hoping just someone gets a TV show that's like a close friend of mine, so I can be involved.
Yeah. It's a pretty great industry to work in for that. It's very cool. It's also, I find it very easy to make friends with comedians. Like you've got a thing in common.
Yeah. Hello.
We've got a second guest. Hey, baby.
How are you? Hey.
Jacob's walked into the apartment.
Hey, Jacob.
He's running away.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's just a cool way to make friends because you've already got this thing in common and you can, I feel like I can be myself very easily when people are like, oh, you're here. I'm a freak. Maybe you're a freak too. And that's lovely.
Totally. It's so easy.
That's so good.
It's the best.
Shall we play some sleepover games?
Sure. I just burped. Sure.
Okay. Someone's excited.
Okay.
So we've got 3 games.
Okay.
Would you rather, fuck, marry, kill, and truth or dare?
All right.
We're going to start with would you rather. Mm-hmm. Would you rather chop off all your toes but walk perfectly fine, or chop off all of your hair, eyebrows, eyelashes, and it takes them 15 years to grow back?
Toes.
Okay. Quick.
Yeah, toes.
Yeah, good
because I
call.
mostly wear sneakers.
Okay.
And 15 years.
That's a long
It's a
time to be
long
bald.
time.
Bald.
Bald. Yeah, no.
What if it was your toes or all that hair and it takes 6 months to grow back?
Probably the hair.
Okay.
The 15 years was
That's
tough
too
for me
much.
because I would be 50. 50?
You're about to say you'd be 60 and
No,
50.
I'd be 50 by the time it grew back.
Okay.
So I think that's a pretty,
Those are
my
years that you want.
last years.
And then you'll be dead.
And then, they'll be unfuckable. So I'd go toes, but if it's only 6 months, I'd go hair.
Okay.
Yeah, because
All right.
I'm going to be like really like gross and pregnant anyway, and then with the baby, so who cares?
Okay. See, I feel like I don't want to have kids, but if I were to, I would feel it necessary to have the longest, most beautiful hair because I'd be like, I'm huge pregnant lady, but
I just feel like it's already a lost cause. Like
Yeah.
just add in the hair.
take it away,
Yeah.
put it back on your head.
Yes.
That's very smart. I do think the timing would make all the difference. Like if I had to choose between that and it was no hair for like the ages of 5 to 10 years old, maybe that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because they don't need hair then.
Totally.
Although I'd probably end up being more of a social pariah.
Yeah. I think it would
Okay.
stunt you in many ways.
People listening who have grown up without any hair,
yeah.
they're going to message in. They're going to be so mad.
Oh,
They'll be like, you
no.
don't know how hard it was.
Well, I do. That's what I'm saying. It's really hard.
All right, good answer. Okay. Would you rather name your child, and you're having a son? Yes.
Yes.
Name your son Chimney, Chipe, or Molasses?
Molasses is nice.
It's nice, right?
Molasses. Molly.
Molly, oh my
Yeah.
God, or asses?
Yeah, asses, lasses.
Jacob and I have thought up these names for our children that we're not going to have.
Okay.
So I just thought that I'd put it out there.
Yeah, well, I might take molasses.
Because we're not going to use it.
Okay.
So it's good to know.
Nice.
Up to fuck, marry, kill.
Okay.
Fuck, marry, kill.
It's a really crass game.
I know. It's a PG podcast too. I have to bleep it out.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Smooch, marry, kill, murder. Scott Morrison, no voters, and a pair of old smelly wet shoes filled with piss.
Okay. Fuck.
It's hard.
Who? Fuck. I'd probably have to fuck a no voter
Oh, yeah.
because like
Get
that's
a
just
progressive no
one-off.
voter who just didn't understand or something.
Yeah. Like there's a spectrum within that. That I could definitely have sex with for one night and
Yeah.
not sort of discuss anything.
Yeah. Smart.
Okay, I'd probably kill Scott Morrison
Awesome.
just because he's annoying.
He sucks.
And I would marry the wet shoes
Filled with piss.
filled with
Yeah.
piss. Because it's like I could just marry them and then
Chuck
I don't
chuck him out or
don't
keep
have
him in a...
Yeah. because they can't. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I would I have to keep them on me?
No.
Really?
Marriages, they work all sorts of ways these
Okay.
days, and it's
Right.
plenty of people in loveless marriages.
Yeah, but we'd have to live together. Like the
have to be somewhere in your
Piss-filled
house.
shoes, yeah, would have to be in the house.
Yeah.
And like maybe we'd have to go for dinner once a month.
You've got to bring him to any like big awards things or
Oh,
premieres.
yeah. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I would definitely marry those piss shoes.
I mean, it'd be better to have a pair of shoes full of piss than Scott Morrison at those things,
Totally.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, awesome.
Good
Love it.
choice.
Really happy with that.
Great. We're up to the last game.
Okay.
Truth or dare?
Oh, what are you going to make me do? Oh, truth.
Truth?
Yeah.
Okay. How scared are you of your child being a nerd?
I used to be, I guess I just want them to stay away from fighting.
Yeah.
Like I actually don't want them to be, I don't want them to be a nerd in the sense of like, no.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But like I'd love it if they have like interests and like
Of
a
course,
small
of
little
course.
group. Oh God, like an angry little
Like a little dweeb, yeah.
Far out. I think that would be impossible.
Yeah.
With us
Yeah.
raising him.
Yeah.
Usually dweeb begets dweeb. Like they usually come from a dweeby weird place. I never saw a dweeb and then met the parents and were like, they're amazing. It's usually a
very good
product
point.
of the home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not too scared.
Not scared.
'cause
Okay,
we're
good.
awesome.
Good. You should be glad that you didn't pick dare. Do you want to know what it was?
What?
I was going to dare you to name your son Molasses.
It's already done.
It's done.
Dare completed.
Yes. That's it for the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Do you want to tell everyone where they can find you?
Well, you could probably just Instagram. Mm-hmm. If you start typing my name in Becky Lucas, BECKYLUCAS, it should come up. I don't actually know what my hand. I think it's __. It's really easy to remember.
I think it'll come up.
Yeah, I think it'll come up.
Easy. It'll be in the show notes.
And I'll just,
as well.
anything you would need to know will be on there. So,
Sweet. The
yeah.
podcast.
Oh, podcast,
Yeah.
Becky and Cam. I actually don't. It used to be called the Becky and Cam Hotline, but now I guess it's
What's it
called
called?
the Becky and Cam Show.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
featuring Rowan.
Yeah. It's
our
so
friend
good.
Donna. Thank you.
It's so funny.
This is great too. I had so
Hey,
much fun.
look, thank you. It's not a
and
comedy
it's a
podcast.
sneaky little way of becoming friends with people, isn't it?
That's it. You figured me out.
Very sneaky.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. I have a Patreon now, so I will tell you all about it. And in another thing, there's going to be a bonus episode you'll have already heard, but go sign up, please, if you want. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.